compound A having molecular formula C7H11Br. So first, this is my compound A. They are giving me that it is optically active. Okay. Do not proceed. Stop here. Now, when you're going to be having A, what all are the possibilities for A?
You can
H11, correct? That means it's currently looking like C7H12.
Yes,
If the
sir.
pair was removed out.
Yeah, looks like
C7H12 now. If it was C6H12, it should have had one double bond.
one double or one ring. Yes.
If it is C7H12, what should it have? It should have become C7H16. H16 के बदले में 12 है. Right, so the double bond equivalent is 2. That means you write 2 double bonds or a triple bond or a ring and a double bond. Those kind of cases are there. So my double bond equivalent here
2 yes.
is 2. So what are my possibilities here? I can have one ring,
one double bond,
2 double
rings,
bonds, one triple bond, 2 rings. Fair?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now they are also telling me it's optically active. That means this bromine is on some chiral location. Mostly.
Yeah.
Right. Not for sure.
Maybe. Yeah.
Now next. A reacts as HBr in the presence of peroxide to give two isomeric products B and C. Treating A with potassium tertiary butoxide gives D. D on reductive osmolysis gives 2 moles of formaldehyde. Now this is where you got your shit. Alright. Why did I read through the rest of the question here? Because I already have my possibilities for A. I need to read through the rest of the question to see where my real hint is. What is the real solid piece of hint which I have? What is the solid piece of hint available here?
Reductive osmosis.
Yes. So let's now go from A here. So A is the C7H11Br, which I have some clues about.
Yes,
what
the biggest cyclo
here?
Cyclo. So
yes, I'm doing potassium tertiary butoxide. What does potassium tertiary butoxide do?
That thing, what's it? Hoffman product.
Elimination.
Yeah,
yes?
Hoffman.
Hoffman elimination. Okay. And I'm going to be getting a compound D. That means I'm eliminating out the bromine.
Yes,
so I'm going to be getting C7H10.
H10.
Okay. Yeah. So the C7H10 is going to be having double bond equivalent of 3. Correct?
Yes.
So what are my possibilities for this guy now? It can be 1 triple bond and 1 double bond. Or it can be 3 rings. Or it can be 2 rings and 1 double bond. Or it can be 1 ring and 2 double bonds.
1 ring, 1 triple bond. But I think.
Can I have that? You think can tell me?
No, sir. No, you cannot have it.
Why not?
Because valency again.
Because I did an elimination. Remember, start from these.
Wait 1 minute.
My starting possibilities were these guys, Nada.
Yes, sir.
So if I start with 1 ring and 1 double bond, I'll be getting 1 ring and 2 double bonds. If I start with 1 triple bond, I'll get 1 triple bond and 1 double bond. If I start with 2 double bonds, that is a possibility which I have not yet put down over here. So that is something which I have to address now. So I can have 3 double bonds. Next up.
Sir, if we had maybe E1 elimination happening, then maybe again rearrangement could be possible.
E1?
No, I'm saying if.
Is this E1?
No, sir. But
then don't go there. Don't go there. You already have enough variations to play with over here, correct?
Yes, sir.
So don't go there. Don't let your mind go out of your control. Keep it reined in strongly. You are not learning now. You are facing a question now. When you are learning, let it wander. When you are facing a question, narrow it down coldly. They have given you a lot of information in this question, correct?
Yes, sir.
So don't let it wander right now. Keep it tight within what are the possibilities here. So 1 ring, 1 double bond will result in 1 ring, 2 double bonds. 2 double bonds will result in 3 double bonds. 1 triple bond will result in 1 triple bond and 1 double bond. 2 rings will result in 2 rings and 1 double bond. which means one possibility here is already out. Which possibility?
This
Right?
yes,
So
sir.
3 rings is wrong.
Yeah.
Now let's look at what are the options given here. So Delhi here, they are telling me on reductive ozonolysis. This
Ring is there for
going
sure.
to give me products as very nicely. They are given 2 moles of formaldehyde. Good people. And we are also going to be getting 1 mole of 1,3 cyclopentane dione. Beautiful.
Yeah, you can actually guess it from here. Yeah, I think we can get it from here. It's 1 3.
It is not about you think you can get it. You know you can get it. It is that cheap of a question now.
Yes.
This is what I said. When you're going to be having more information in chemistry, they are narrowing down the funnel for you. They're giving you more and more clues. It is not a tough question at all. You just should not be panicking. So 1,3 cyclopentane dione. So beautifully they have given you everything here. So you're going to be having one of this will go here, one of this will go here. Right?
Yes, sir.
Job done. So what is the case? It is going to be 1 ring and 2 double bonds.
Yes.
Right? So I'm
Yeah.
going to be having Delhi here being this compound. Fair?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So it satisfies all my conditions here. 1 ring,
Yes.
double bonds. Double bond equivalent is 3. C7H10.
Yeah.
Right? So this is my Delhi. So once I know what this compound is going to be, all I have to do is backtrack now.
Now
All I
one
have to
BR.
do
Yeah,
is
BR.
BR. And what kind of elimination? Hoffman elimination.
Hoffman. So BR can.
BR can be where? Here or here.
Yeah, exactly that. Not the other one.
One of those places only, not both of them.
Yes, sir, because yeah.
So my compound is very simply going to be this bubble. Is it optically active? Of course.
Yes.
Chiral carbon. So this is my compound A. Now they are doing what next? They are asking for 2 isomeric products. So HBr in the absence of peroxide. The peroxide is given for again tricking you guys. This is the trick in the question.
Yeah.
You see the trick there?
Yes, sir.
If you are rushing through the question and reading through stupidly in a rush, what will happen? You will not see the absence. You'll see HBr peroxide job done. That is where they want to screw you with. So in the absence of peroxide ever held with HBr, where will the HBr attack? Over here you'll get the bromine.
Yes, sir.
Normal Markovnikov addition. So 2 isomeric products. What are those 2 isomeric products going to be? Obviously they're going to be some kind of chiral crap there. So you get carbon, bromine. You're going to be getting carbon and bromine. Right? Now, in this particular case here, they are clearly telling me compound A is optically active. So if compound A is optically active, let us assume it is the R type. I don't care what it is. I'm assuming it is. That means here it is R. But here I would have gotten some carbon, what is a carbocation, which means I would have been getting what? R and S.
Yeah.
So what's my product here?
That's it.
Or they are doing something else after that. Sorry,
Yeah.
I didn't notice the full thing here. So these are my B and C. So these are my compounds B and C.
This time they're saying in the presence of peroxide.
A in the presence of peroxide reacts with HBr to give E.
Yeah, here you can.
Peroxide.
Yeah.
Oh,
If they
this is.
didn't do this, maybe
They
they
didn't
would.
even bother with the B and C there. Okay, so it has no consequence at all. So you're going to be getting this guy, and you're going to be having this as chiral, and you're going to be having R over here. Let us say. Now this carbon here, this side and this side are the same. Are they same? No, they are not the same.
They're not the same.
They're not the same. And I have a hydrogen here. So this carbon is still chiral.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So being still chiral, you're going to be having R and S over here as well. Meaning E, total number of chiral carbons in one molecule of E is 2. What is the answer given?
2, sir.
And they should not have given it as E there. They should have given E and F. But chalega. Okay, huh? It's not too shabby. It's all right. So this is going to be E or F. An unfair question to some extent, but okay. They've given you enough of a hint by giving B and C there.
Mhm.
You understood this question? Was
Yes,
this a tough question really?
no, sir.
Should we go for the other paper now?
Anything's fine, sir.
Or do you want to take a break and then do the other paper? You're okay with
Anything, anything's fine, please, sir. Yeah.
You sure?
Yes, sir.
It's not lunchtime right now for you?
I have my food here, sir.
Good. Okay, that's why your mother came in the middle once.
Yeah, grandmother.
Grandmother, okay. Now.
Yes.
Okay, let's go for the next one. Looks like you are very much okay with getting hammered on today. Fair enough. I have no problem with it. You got how much in this paper?
35, sir.
Out of?
66.
Actually, I feel like this performance is better than the other one.
That's what I thought, yeah.
The mains paper, you have really cocked it up.
Yes, sir. I agree.
In the most stupid manners as well. The easy questions which are there for like jujube type of questions, you have messed up. You have skipped them. And you have messed up on all of them. That means there would have been more trickier questions in the paper, I'm sure. But you've gotten them correct, I think.
No, sir, I think the others are fine.
How many of those questions, if your friends have gotten only 70K aspas, the way you put it across, I'm guessing the toppers normally who really top chemistry have gotten 75.
80. I know.
So that means you're logically speaking only 25 marks away.
But then I don't think it's true.
Yep, you have too much to catch up. Because the mistakes you have made are criminal errors. If you're done like acceptable errors, it is okay. But these are like really crappy mistakes. Okay, let's go for the next paper. More fun. 19, which question should we start off with?
Sir, 22 I got wrong, sir.
19 and 20 and 21 were fine?
Yes, sir.
Not bad. 22, the most stable canonical structure of the given molecule is going to be. Okay. Most stable canonical structure of the given molecule. My guess is your stupid brain went with option C.
Option C. No, sir, I did not go with option C.
Not C. Then let's see. Then you should have gotten it correct now. What went wrong for you then?
Sir, what?
Bombay should have been the only other answer possible. Answer is Bombay, right?
Bombay is the answer, sir. Yeah.
There is no other option which makes sense there. Everything else seems crap. If it is not C, why would you have gone with A or D? Why would you go with A or D? I have a very blunt question here. Why would you go with A or D?
Sir, first I checked the number of pi bonds, and then so from that C is eliminated.
What?
So
Is
like
that how you're supposed to do these kind of questions?
stability of resonance structures.
No,
Right?
no. How are you supposed to do these questions? Stop. Stop. How are you supposed to do this question? Close your eyes again. How are you supposed to do this question? You're supposed to put fucking pen to paper and draw. Not count shit. And draw.
Yeah.
These counting craps are basically tricks which are used, which you need to know where they will work and where they will fucking not work. Do you know them? No, you do not. You've been given that as some random advice by some teacher. Who knows? and he or she would have used it in the correct manner to show off that they know more than you. There's nothing wrong with that. That will help out the kids who already know the basics, who are already doing the things correctly. But it doesn't help you. The problem here is this, Ra. In your class, there are more kids. I'm just generally telling out the real issue here. In your class, there are more kids who have already learned organic chemistry twice or thrice before. Correct?
Maybe.
These are the kids who are the slightly brighter kids in organic chemistry. They are the ones who are doing better. As of now. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
And your teacher has to cater to them as well. He is catering to them. The problem here is this. That catering service is not good for you. So your job now is to not take the methods your teacher is teaching you now. In school, you're supposed to take the information sir is giving you in class. Because he's taken a lot of pain to impress those kids with both information and methods. The methods he's using there will not work for you. But the information which sir is giving in class will absolutely be necessary and critical for you. You have to diverse yourself from the method and the information. The method is not information. Stop following those methods. They will lead you down unnecessary paths like this. Oh, what counting crap? What shit? I mean, that will impress some fellow who wants to shorten the time, who's already removed all the errors in their problems. You saw what I did. Did I put pen to paper when I saw these options here? No. But I was able to get my own shortcuts over there, correct?
Yes.
Shortcuts from person to person. How did I discount A and D straight away?
Positive charge on.
Yes, the positive charge is going to be on a location where you are going to be having shit not being proper. In Delhi, it's a carbocation where there's going to be no point at all. It is not going to have octet. The carbon doesn't have octet. That's shit. Straight away thrown out. Option A is at least to some extent acceptable. C again, straight away thrown out. Why should C be thrown out?
Carbanium.
Carbocation.
Carbocation, yes.
Again, throw it out. Only A and B are acceptable. And A is not aromatic. B is aromatic. Job done.
Yes, sir. Yeah. B is aromatic.
That is a better method over there. Why the fuck would you sit and count them? I'll count. No. Those methods will work. I'm not saying that is not an ideal method. I will also use that method where it is acceptable. How do I know it's acceptable? Because I have seen enough questions. I have seen enough questions. I have tried enough questions. So it is acceptable for me to do that. And this shortcut I showed you now, should you use that? Fuck no. Why? Because that shortcut is something which I will use to impress other brats who are basically already knowing organic chemistry, who are mainly looking at time efficiency now. You understand the point here?
Yes, sir.
But that is not going to be a useful method for you. What should you do? You should put pen to paper. You should waste your goddamn time. The first 10, 15 questions of this type, you do that. Then you will start realizing what are the critical connections for yourself. Because you are not an idiot. You have a very good, solid brain, which will make connections very well. Trust in it. Feed it properly. Don't feed it junk. You feed it junk, it will become junk. You understand the point here?
Yes,
You
sir.
have what you eat, both to your brain and to your body. You feed your brain junk, it will become junk. Feed it properly. Don't feed it crap like I count double. Seriously. For instance, I could have told you over here, the method to solve this question is by looking at it and just solving. Did I tell that first? What is the method I told you is the right method for you?
Octet.
Draw the damn thing. Not even octet. Put pen
I mean,
paper and draw.
yeah.
Put pen paper and draw. I did not tell you to check for octet there. Octet is the next method there, next step of the process there. The first step is you put your pen to paper and draw, because only when you put pen to paper and draw, you'll realize carbocation does not have octet. When you draw the Lewis representation, when you shift the electrons, only then you'll realize oxygen at the positive is not bad. And when you start realizing oxygen at the positive is not bad, then you'll start recognizing, oh yes, only two possible structures are meaningful over here. Those things you cannot teach your brain by telling it. Because if I'm giving that to you as an information now, that is information. In your brain, that is the same thing. It is not a path. Intuition in your brain is a pathway which it has built by itself, not information. You want to build intuition, meaning you want to build information highways in your brain where the connections go seamlessly. Those cannot be taught. Those have to be built. If I give you the information, it is just another piece of data. If I tell you the connection, that connection is also a piece of data for you. It is not a connection for you in your brain. It will become a connection only when you build it to become a connection. You understand why I did not mention check for octet first? Because
Yes,
I want you to put pen to paper first. Because that is the way you will start checking for octet yourself, without me telling it to you. Because if I tell you to check for octet, you will do that in some other place and you'll fuck up again. Why? Because you do not know where to apply it. For instance, in this case here, if I gave you a structure where the oxygen is with a single bond and with a positive charge. There are no double bonds to the oxygen, but there's a single bond only on both sides, but the oxygen has a positive charge. Your brain will tell you oxygen positive charge is not bad. Not realizing that is totally messed up. Why? Because if the oxygen has got only two single bonds and it has got a positive charge, that means it is not having octet. That is even worse than a carbocation. I know that because I have seen enough cases. But did that pop in your brain first? You're thinking, why is this fellow talking about oxygen with a positive charge having only two bonds? Or something along those lines.
I was thinking.
What were you thinking? I am curious.
I was thinking whether that would be stable, because I mean, in that case
you don't
also.
have that automatically placed in your brain as information.
No.
How do you place it? By sifting and drawing resonating structures and checking and checking and checking and checking. There is no shortcut for it. You go for the shortcuts in the first place, you are basically feeding junk to your brain. It's like this. Why do they say small kids should never eat fast food, should never drink fruit juices, etc.? Why do you think that is the case? Because their digestive system
Not used to it.
is getting used to only that.
Yeah.
It doesn't know how to digest food, which is basically better. Higher quality food like proper full fresh vegetables, fresh fruits, which are not juiced up, need more digestion, more energy to digest.
Yes. Yes.
Those things need to be built up slowly. If you feed a child junk food, the child will not be able to digest good food later. Even if the child wants to change, it is going to take a lot more pain and a lot more suffering for the child to change. There is a food epidemic which is spreading to India now. Nestle and those fuckers, they're all dumping refined sugar into everything now. We are basically going towards a direction which we will not be able to reverse. Same thing applies to you and your brain as well. You feed it more fast food. In this case, fast food is what? Shortcuts, tricks. You feed it more of that now, you are basically adding junk food to your brain. Your brain will not be able to dissolve or digest the more meaningful things later. You think I can sit and solve questions now? I can't. I can't even read a chemistry book now. I'm very sincerely telling. I can't, because I get bored the moment I open it. Even when I know I'll have to read it, I can't read it. Because I'm already spoiled. Luckily, what to say, I have had to go through enough years of teaching that I have enough of a foundation that I don't even need to read books. I have luckily reached that stage. If I had not reached that stage, for instance, let me be very honest here. I used to be extremely good in mathematics. I used to be extraordinarily good at mathematics till my 8th standard, 9th standard stuff. Even now, I'm very good in mathematics in terms of understanding and shit. But I cannot learn calculus properly. Because I only learn shortcuts and shit to survive. So if I have to learn calculus now properly, I'll have to start with the basics. But I already know the basics far better than most other people. I understand limits. I understand all of those things perfectly. When I say perfectly, because I have learned them myself. I understand the deep understanding behind them. Problem is this. I cannot sit and learn the tedious methods. In one place, take 1, but don't put it as 1. Put it as sin square x plus cos square x. In one place, write 1 as 2 minus 1. In another place, write it as 4 minus 3.
Sir.
I do not know those methods because I cannot study those methods now. Because that requires tedious work. I cannot sit and do that kind of tedious work now because I'll get bored the moment I see somebody teaching me the basics of limits again. Because I'll probably know how to explain it to that person better than they have explained it to me.
Yes, sir.
But I will not be able to appreciate the fact that they know much more than me when it comes to these methods which I have to learn. So I cannot learn it again properly. It is going to require enormous rewiring of my brain, enormous amount of effort from me to relearn calculus properly. To get to a mastery level where I even reach your level in calculus. Why? Because I did calculus necessary for physics. What is calculus necessary for physics? Shortcuts.
Yes, sir.
Nothing else, right?
Yeah.
That is the problem. You have to understand, if you feed junk to your brain, it will stay as junk. You have to remove all the junk and then only feed it proper shit. If you have fed too much junk, stop feeding your brain junk at this stage. Organically, you've already fed it enough junk. Now you have to rewire the shit now. Luckily, you have not learned enough. Sincerely. It is not going to be that difficult for you. All you have to do is consciously put pen to paper for every question. Consciously waste time on each question you are solving. Do not look at time efficiency. Look at purely error efficiency, nothing else.
Yes, sir.